Welcome to Fire for Effect. Why is my audio all fucked up? Oh no, it's my headphones are down. Okay, there we go. Oh man. Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't done a podcast in a minute, and I normally don't do a podcast in the summer because it's summer and you should be out doing summertime shit. That being said, I just came back from what I consider to be one of the most significant events that supports veterans and first responders. It's called Operation Pegasus Jump, and we're going to do a bit of a deep dive into it. I got some special guests with me today, and I have a co-host. I'm going to bring Mike in first. With me today from the Rude Awakening Tour and the Rude Awakening Podcast, the great and powerful Mr. Mike Rude. Mike, how you doing, brother?
Not too bad.
He was with me, still student JM, his jumpers on our third basic para or fucking fifth or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to get into it. Mike's history, former Canadian Airborne Regiment, former 3VP, Airborne Guru. I got a lot of Airborne guys kicking around lately. Did I miss anything? Recce, all that cool kid shit.
MOI.
Sorry.
Yeah.
We don't have to go through your fucking UER. But yeah, a guy who's been there and done that. And then we're going to talk about what this means to us. But I'm going to bring in the man, not a myth, but definitely a legend. I call him the architect of this thing. Mr. Tim Turner, aka Gunny. Gunny, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you being here. So it's 30 million degrees on the island.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
You guys jumping?
Yeah, loads are turning right now out there. So things are good. I was just out there visiting.
Right on.
And yeah, things are great.
So let's just dive right in. So actually, it'd be wrong for me to. Tim's background: Canadian Airborne Regiment, 3VP, Pathfinder, 8 million jumps, fucking sniper, as you can clearly see on the screen there. Been there, done everything, and then following his career in the military, he spent a lot of time doing close protection work with the Alberta Sheriff's Department, who he was also the RSM with. And now he's one of the directors with the Operation Pegasus Foundation. And as I said earlier, the architect of what Op Pegasus Jump is. We just closed out Op Pegasus 2025. It was fucking outstanding. This is the fourth year, right? Fourth year. So next year's a big five. So like, I'm gonna hand it over to you to just talk about give me the origin story on Pegasus Jump, how you guys came up with it and why and what it's all about. Like, I'll point everybody at, I'll have a link in the description down below with all the pertinent contact info and the website and all that good stuff. But I'm going to hand the floor to you, Gunny, to walk everybody through what Pegasus is and what it means and why you guys started it.
Yeah, so Rob McNeil and myself, we had a great day at the drop zone, as we always do. And at the end of the day, we have our beers and a fire. So like any good Army plan, it's launched at about 2,300 after a few beers, going, hey, you know what? Let's invite all our airborne buddies out here and let's go jumping. So basically treat it like a reunion, except we replace all the drinking with doing actual challenging activity. Instead of talking about the old days, hey, we used to jump out of planes, let's do it. So,
right.
So we're wargaming that, and then I'm like, you know what? Let's invite everybody, and let's invite first responders, and let's invite, everybody that's in a uniform service here, because we're all going through the same issues, right?
Absolutely.
So we need to. So on that, as soon as that happened, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna call this Operation Pegasus Jump. Because for the listeners out there that don't know, Pegasus is the symbol of all airborne forces in the Commonwealth. That's our god is the Pegasus itself. So that's what that imprint comes from. And so then we came up with a mission statement, which is to relieve conditions related to operational stress in order to build resiliency, which is our keyword, by providing recreational challenges to support the physical, mental, and emotional well-being of veterans, serving members, and first responders. So the key is resiliency. Resiliency is about building yourself up and being mentally and physically tough. And that's something for people who are out of the service now, have lost that. They've lost that way and they need that challenge. So, I mean, as you guys can appreciate, you've been out for a while. And maybe, I don't know what your attitude was when you left, but some people are like, I'm done. I don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
so,
No, yeah. You're right.
so when we bring guys here, especially the way Cabo River Skydive Center almost set up like a forward operating base. So people come in, they're like, holy shit, this feels familiar and awesome.
Fuck it. It is. Yeah. I never heard it put that way.
You know, um, and then by having the parade and something. So, what we're doing is doing kind of a military approach to teaching. So we have that commonness back. And then we have a parade like we do in the military, where you have a parade after you've done something amazing, a hardcore course, and we form you up and we present you your patches and your certificate. So we'll bring that together. So that really brings that piece in after you've jumped and you're receiving those wings. That's huge. And we want to build that resiliency through a positive stress like jumping out of planes. Jumping out of planes, yes, it's scary. Yes, it's dangerous, but it's very safe. And you have to have your shit together to do it. So for people that haven't done it in a while or have never done it, or, there's a lot of people who wish they got the jump course, but they weren't positioned in the right positioning to get it. Now this is their time to do it. And they're doing it with all these cool people from all these different backgrounds. Like the sections are all mixed up with firefighters, police, nurses, Army guys, Navy guys, Air Force guys. It's really cool to hear everybody's backstory. It's fun as for us Army guys where we make, it's not a love where we make fun of the Navy or the Air Force. No, these people had crazy jobs as well. Like, chatting with the Navy guys that are serving right now that are out there. I've listened to some of their stories, like that the Pacific Fleet. They're all over the Pacific Rim. And the guys were telling me they often get chased by the Chinese Navy.
Oh, absolutely, they do.
Like they're on point all the time, but we don't see it, so we don't understand it. So
no, we're always stuck in our Army bubble.
Yeah,
yeah.
So everyone's getting these hardships. So that's why this mission is so important, to bring people here to decompress, listen to other people's stories. Right? It's amazing.
No, it really is. I mean, I can't. So the first year, it's 4 years. Mike, you've been to 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've been to 2 now. The first year, I didn't know anything about it. I don't really track social media. I'm not on Facebook. Been Facebook free since 2018. Didn't know fuck all about it. And then Morgan Warren, mutual friend of all of ours, who's out in Newfoundland right now with no comms. Otherwise, he'd be here. He's my normal co-host. He told me about it. And so the second year I was like, well, this feels like actually kind of like what Gunny alluded to earlier. It's a bunch of fucking old airborne regiment guys. Like I was never in the airborne regiment. So that's not for me. And then I figured it out what it was really about. And it wasn't until I got there. But I'm going to come back to my feelings and experiences and how strongly I believe in this. But I want to let Mike talk first. And Mike, tell me, how did you find out about it? Why did you go? And like just your general thoughts on what it is, and then we'll bounce some more questions off Gunny here.
I think I heard about it when you guys were getting ready to do your first year, but things didn't work for me for timing. But hearing about it and the reason for bringing everybody together was then I had to go, right? I wanted to go.
Yeah.
Right? And for all the people that are going, right? Like, how many guys from the 3rd showed up? Hey, right? So happy to see each other, right? It was, and getting together, like you said, in a positive environment with all the right people, with a safe sport, and can be challenging and everything, and completing and doing a jump, right? And some people for the first time, right?
Yeah,
and then any time that you can get a Navy guy to jump out of a plane is well worth it, right?
Oh, fucking yeah!
It was cool to hear how many Navy people came.
There was a lot of Navy guys there. It was surprised.
Yeah.
There's a lot of chicken fuckers and a lot of Navy guys there.
So the funny thing about the Navy guys, it's the same. Coming from being landlocked in Alberta for 35 years.
Yeah.
I'm the same. I'm like, why are all these Navy guys here? Well, the whole Pacific Fleet is on the island. That's why. You know?
Yeah, they're just gonna come up from a Esquimalt and roll up.
But I mean,
And-
it's cool that they're
is.
coming out, right?
Well, people are now. I don't know if it's marketed better than from inception to where we are today.
So
But
that's a good point. So the first year was basically I DIY'd it. It was basically off my social media.
Okay, yeah.
Happened.
There's no website or none of that shit existed then.
No, I just did my social media. Like I'm a big guy in the fake Instagram world. I got like 8,000 followers.
Yeah.
So people follow me, and so we had 3 rotations on the first one with a total of 89 people.
Wow.
So this year we had 165 people in 2 rotations. So the 3 rotations was too long for the staff. So
That's a lot, man, because people are volunteering, right? Like it's a fucking lot to put it on.
They're taking time off work to come and do this. But so the first year was just my social media that got us in, and then after that was the word of mouth, right? And then Rota 2 became, our second mission became bigger, and then we made the website after that. So
and then it spread like friggin' wildfire, man. Like now everybody and his dog knows about it, which is probably going to be a problem next year. It's either do we have a Roto 3 or do you just cap it and go, this is it?
We're going to have to cap it. But we've had people as far as Belize come. This year we had Nova Scotia, Ontario, USA. So that's
well, those people that jumped in on Wings Parade, like that was fucking amazing. And I will add in pictures to this shit because we're recording. I'm gonna edit this later. I'm gonna add in a bunch of imagery based on our conversation, so to show people what that's like. It was like I said, when I showed up, and I was really reluctant, man, because I'm just gonna give people some history. And it's not negative history; it's just history. Like when I got in the Army in 1988, if you were, the airborne guys were the airborne guys, and they're like, if you're a leg, that means you're not an airborne guy. Like it was always that friendly rivalry and shitting on people that were not airborne guys. So I was like, I don't want to deal with this fucking prima donna 2 commando bullshit, which was not at all the case.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Prima donna 2 commando bullshit.
Okay, just check it.
Here's what changed. We all went to war, like real war together, which we'd never done. We've been done peace support operations, fucking whatever. But we finally all went to war together. And then came back, and then people's attitudes and mindsets changed. And when I walked into Pegasus last year, that was the friendliest, most chill, veterans-based vibe I experienced in who fucking even knows when, man. I'm like, this, cool. It's amazing. So me and Morgan kind of coined the phrase. Well, Morgan coined the phrase. The jumping is like background activity, and that's not to diminish the jumping. It's the instructors are completely professional. It's military enough, but not enough to scare off like a civvy, right? It's outstanding instruction, and the way the whole thing's put together. I give shout outs to all the staff and the logistical challenges to make this thing work. Yeah. That Tim's been having to fucking ramrod. It's a lot of logistics to make this thing operate. But
massive.
It's huge. So, we'll come back to that. And then jumping. So I smashed 2 last year. That's all I really had time for. This year we had a lot of fucking environmental issues, right? Thermal updrafts, winds were too low the next day, and you're trying to get everybody paying customers through. We had, there was one injury, and it kind of shut down operations for a while. So there was a lot of shit that affected it. But I was like, I'm going to get like 1,000 jumps. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm never going to be a 1,000 jump guy. You know why? And this ties into the point back to what was mentioned earlier. I still need the fear. I need to feel alive. Like if you talk about mental health, I'm not going to get into PTSD and stuff like that. But a lot of guys that are going through tough times, well, it's just could be transitioning from the military to civilian life, or they're going through mental strife, PTSD, whatever you want to call it, or they've sustained injuries, which has affected their mental health. You get numb. and life, like you just get numb and emotionless. And I don't know if anybody, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. And I need that fear, and that fear, it drives you, right? So like on Roto 1, I was the last student jumper in the air at 8 p.m. 20 free, which, you know what? The only advantage to this was golden hour for your photographer. It was fucking beautiful. Like, wow, man, this is really cool. But I was like bitching out. I'm like, oh, I'm sun fucked. I've been sitting in the sun and it's like 35 degrees for 8 hours. I'm like, I want to go barbecue for my buddies. And I did put on a good barbecue.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
I had to actually had to cook all my food because my generator was fucked. So I cooked 5 days worth of food and fed like 10 guys. But I'm sitting there like kind of feeling like a bit of a pansy ass bitch because I was scared. And then I looked down and realized, oh, I'm wearing a fucking Canadian Airborne shirt. Guess what? You're fucking going, buddy. And I was a little sunbaked and talking to a couple other guys. I'm like, I can't even remember mentally process the exit procedure. And talked to 2 other guys and they had it all fucked up. So I'm not like a mental checklist guy. I need to go do it. So I went over to the mock-up on my own. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, yeah, this is how you do it. Bam, we get up to altitude. First guy goes, cool. A lot of racetracks because we were trying to get as many planes up as fast as possible because this, sun's setting and you got to shut down jump operations because you're way past your normal timing. But finally, of course, I'm always the fucking number 2 guy. So I'm like, this is actually funny because I'm a skinny dude. Like I'm $155 right now, right? Usually $160, $165. Right now, for whatever reasons, I'm down. I'm like, yes, finally, I'm going to be the number 3 guy in the plane who has the best seat. Nope, they found some fucking kid. This fucking little 19-year-old kid. He was doing a fucking hop and pop, and he must have weighed like $120. I'm like, really? So fucking number 2 again. Legs are getting numb. We're racetrack, and I can't feel anything. Oh man. Anyway, out the door I go, and I'm still on the tit, which means radio. I want to get off of that soon. Next year we'll do that. We'll be doing practice pulls and all of this shit and altimeter. I need an altimeter. There's no fucking way I could jump without one. Like no chance. I have no ability to judge altitude. It used to be 1,200 feet AGL. Okay. Now you're going to dump kit, boom, land. But this is a bit different. So I'm really not good at that. So anyway, she's on the rate. Sorry, go ahead.
Just want to say something on that. So the Canadian Sport Parachute Association, you don't need to wear an altimeter until you do your first 5-second delay.
Okay.
And the reason why, like, it's good to have altimeter is for your landing pattern, right? So you want to check your altimeter.
That's the only reason. That's it.
But when you're a new jump student, you already have a task overload. So we don't want to put the altimeter on you and give you even a more task overload. When you're checking your altimeter and your hands are in your brakes and you're going in for that, you might do something that might bring your canopy down at a low altitude, right?
So how long do you ride the radio for? When do you say, okay, you're off the radio?
So we start weaning you off, like towards, once you start doing practice pulls, we start weaning you off.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm supposed to be doing. I was supposed to be doing this time, but we were so backlogged I didn't get to go. So that's coming up. Okay.
So after that, we just start giving you more and more responsibility. And then by the time you're wearing an altimeter, you'll wear a radio. But all the inputs will be you. And unless we see something really wrong, then we'll.
Oh, okay. That's cool. See, so for everybody listening or watching, there's so many safeties built into this. Like, there's no fucking way. The way that the rig is set up, if you're passed out, completely out cold, that parachute's going to open because of that AED. Like, you're good to go. But yeah, no. Anyway, I want to keep chasing that fear, man. I don't want to get used to it. I don't want it to be like just something you're doing because I need that fear. Yeah, good. So that's why I'm going to slow roll. Get 2 or 3 per year, whatever. But just I need to feel that fear to feel alive. Like I'm telling you right now, if you got a cluttered brain, if you're dealing with mental health issues and shit, and your brain is always cluttered with shit, I can promise you, for a minimum of 5 seconds, when you let go of that strut, your fucking brain is not cluttered at all. You are like Yeah, so I get that feeling literally once a year. So that for me, that's the part of jumping, the jumping part that's so important. But the community and the being together and how cool everybody is. I've never met one dick there yet. Right? Nobody had an attitude. Nobody was walking around bragging about how many fucking jumps they did because no one gives a shit anyway anymore. Everybody was really cool. Let's I'm gonna come back to the whole logistics piece, but let's talk about the actual background activity that's laid on that you guys put on. Tim, if you could get into the mental health briefings, the VAC briefings, the barbecues, like all that stuff.
So yeah, so I'll just back up a touch. So that's one thing we always say is the jumping is that much of this piece, right? The
Absolutely.
main effort is getting people together and building
Yeah.
new relationships, rekindling old relationships. And then we go into our mental piece, which is the training, right? It gets us out of our, like a lot of people are afraid to leave their house. And this was a big step coming here, right? So now
Yeah.
it's the training and doing that bond like we used to do in our sections and by calling it a section. And then we're building that, and then we're doing the training, and the training's fun, right? And we joke around during the training, just like using our army sarcasm,
Yep.
which makes people laugh and gets them out of their shell. And then we have the jumping, of course. But what do we have for our mental side? We have a psychologist on duty, and on every roto on day 3 of the roto, we have a psychologist briefing, which is open to all members and their spouses, which is the key because
that is the key. Yeah.
Our spouses are part of this, right? They've dealt with all our crap, and they need to be part of that piece. And then we had mental health nurses or well-being nurses walking around, handing out literature throughout the day on day 2, and then we have the review of videos. So for people, we understand people are, it's late, they're hot, they're probably going for a swim or going downtown for a supper.
Yeah.
But at night, then we play the videos of all the jumps throughout the day and have a good laugh watching that. So that's a good way to.
It is. It really is. It's just amazing.
And I just want to quickly touch on the staff from Campbell River Skydive. Just so everyone knows, I have nothing to do with Campbell River Skydive. That's my home drop zone. I jump there. It's a veteran-owned drop zone, so that's why this is a good thing to do there. Plus, they have the logistics with all the parachutes. Most drop zones don't have that many parachutes, so you wouldn't be able to do something this big. Plus, we had the flight racks, just like we did in the Army.
Yeah.
So we have that component, and most of the staff are Army. Like we have 2 staff members that are on the Skyhawks right now, and we have 7 of us that are ex-Skyhawks in the staff. So that's pretty special in itself.
It really is.
But I have to say, all the staff that work there, they're incredible. Like I'm nothing I'm just a mediocre jumper. I'll admit that. I just love to jump.
Okay.
Right. But got guys like Mako.
Yeah.
That guy's the chief instructor. Guy's incredible, an amazing instructor. Very personable. He was an officer cadet in the signals. But he is he's an engineer and runs his own company. And then you got Crystal, who's one of the very few female Tana Masters, who's just incredible.
She's a rock star. She took my girlfriend up last year. It was just amazing.
Incredible. And
just fucking amazing.
She's a hard worker. She's a technical scuba diver. She's on Netflix on the Pacific Octopus Project.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, the talent that's there. Tyler Turner, a double amputee, who's a Olympic gold medalist snowboarder, a current world champion snowboarder. He's a champion surfer. The guy is just incredible. So to have that is another thing. So a cool jump we had with him. He went out and did camera for I forget the guy's name from the Vale who. His leg was blown off in 08.
Yeah.
So he's doing a tandem. Tyler, with no legs, is doing the camera work. So you had 6. So you had six arms.
I see where you're going with this.
6 arms skydiving, but only 3 legs.
Only 3 legs. That fuck, man. I hope somebody got a picture of that.
Oh yeah, Tyler did all that.
That's awesome.
But
No-
for all your staff too, right? You have that one guy that rides the motorbike with one arm.
Yeah,
What?
so that's Crystal's fiance, Doug.
Really?
Man, that guy.
I didn't see that.
I heard some of the stuff, and I'm like, that guy rides the bike with one arm. I'm
So
like,
he lost his arm in a motorcycle accident,
Okay.
and now he's got this big Beamer off-roader that he's rigged up himself to do everything with left hand, and he also does motocross.
Throttle,
So
clutch, and brake and shit is all left.
rigged
That's
it himself.
unbelievable, man. That's fucking wow.
yeah, the drop zone is made up of people that can do anything.
Yeah.
It's
So
insane.
100%
right?
it is. That's
Like
the
when
most collective talent in one spot
When
So
you
Doug,
come around
ever
those
gonna
people,
see.
yeah.
ever
So
gonna see.
Doug showed me a video of him motocrossing like the week prior to Pegasus. And he's taking these massive jumps. He's in the air. He's riding guys with two arms, and he's got one arm. It's just insane.
Wow.
the guy's arm must be fucking all muscle, right?
Like a fiddler
Like,
crap.
man.
Fucking wow.
And he's just another super nice guy dialed in.
Yeah.
And right now, because he's not a skydiver, he's done a bunch of tandems with Crystal.
Yeah.
Now they're figuring out a way for him to skydive and rig it. So he's looking at going to Eloy in the States. They got a good amputee program there,
Oh, no way.
and they'll probably figure out a system there. And he's got to figure out a way to make the brakes work with one arm.
Yeah, that would be
And then you'd have
challenging.
It's
Could you put them on your feet? No. That
no.
wouldn't
And
work.
then for cutaways, all you would have to do is put both pillows on one side.
Sure.
right?
Yeah, that would.
And
Yeah, man, if they could figure that out, that would be something. Somebody better document that, right? Because if you give a bunch of other guys some hope, hey, maybe you could do this too, right? But yeah, like the talent pool that is there, that is involved, the staff, and I'm even going to get to the volunteers yet, and all the hard work that they put in. It's tier one talent that is running this thing as far as organizing and instructing. You're getting the best of the best, hands down. And then in the background, sorry, go ahead.
And one other thing is, everybody there is just insanely amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Where was I going? Oh, so one of the cool stories was Kate Stewardson, who runs her own podcast called Shoot Like a Girl. She's a Navy petty officer, second class, clear, or not a clearance diver, a port inspection diver.
Okay.
She's an interrogator at a high level. And anyway, she learned to skydive on Pegasus 1.
Yep.
And then she jumped in with the Skyhawks on Pegasus 3.
Oh, cool. That's
And
a
then-
cool fucking story. Yeah.
And then she was here for Pegasus 4 as well, but as you know, we got weathered out.
Yeah.
And Adam, another instructor he's a sergeant in the States, a lineman. He is on the Skyhawks again this year as well for a second tour.
Nice.
No way.
So there you guys go. That's the level of talent there. This isn't because you hear horror stories about some of these mom and pop fucking jump schools all over the country. This is nothing like this is the best of the best. Like these guys got the experience, the professionalism. They know how to instruct. They know what they're looking for. Yet it's not overbearing. So like if you're a first responder, you're not a military guy or girl, it's okay because it's not that hardcore. It's just point blank professionally run. But it's light enough yet serious enough to keep you safe and comfortable and confident to successfully, exit an aircraft, fly your parachute and land it. And it's just the best.
But I just want to say something else quickly about resiliency. That's our key word in our mission statement.
Yep.
And that's what we're building is a resiliency by the training, right?
Absolutely.
And even the parade. But that's important. I had a couple of good things come in, positive things come in about the parade. And, I heard someone say, oh man, like we should have got a trigger warning. Well, I'll just tell you guys right now, I don't believe in that. Because how are we going to build resilience? How am I building you back up? How am I building resiliency if I have to go, okay, guys, like this is going to happen. We're going to be calling out names and Amazing Grace is playing.
Yeah.
But that's
Okay.
letting go. That's
Yeah.
letting go, right?
Exactly. It's good for you.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the best part.
It's healing. And I think if you have one or two people that are like, oh, I should have trigger warning. Okay, maybe you're not ready for it, but I think you're missing what this is about.
Yeah, you missed the plot.
It's about getting stronger.
You missed the plot. I agree with that. There was one old dude. He's got 1 billion jumps and everything. Great guy. I had a lot of time to sit around and fucking wait, right? As you normally do. That's army shit. It's all good.
I know what you mean. That guy's a great dude.
Yeah. Anyways, he goes, I hate parades. Why do we have parades? I said, this is important. Some guys need this. We all hate parades. Nobody ever said, oh boy, I can't wait to go to that change of command parade. And for the non-military guys, they think it's amazing. I mean, let's run through, forget about drill. Who was there? You had pipes and drums from which legion was that? Campbell River. Shout out to Campbell River Pipes and Drums Legion that was there. Keep going through the list, but I'm foggy on everything that was there for that parade. You had 3 people jumped in?
6. We had a 2-plane formation.
Right. Yeah, I'm just trying to backtrack and remember.
That was very cool as well.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, man. We had Jamie Flynn from Squamish. He's ex-parachute regiment, tours in Iraq, Afghanistan.
That's right. Yep.
He's a world base jumping champion. He's a world champion in crew, relative work. He jumped in. Oh man, I forgot her name. She's a tandem master. She's not from RTZ. She's a sergeant, 5 tours of Afghanistan. She jumped on that one. Petty officer, 2nd class, still serving, Jen McKinnon. Then we had the airborne rigger from Sartex who, so remember the 2 flags came in and that guy swooped in fast with the.
Yeah.
That was him, the rigger. Then we had Don Graves, the corporal from RCMP. He's our dog and EOD guy.
Yep.
He did the missing man formation. Yeah, it was incredible. And the other cool thing about this is, I don't know if you guys were aware, but our chief pilot's an F-18.
Yeah, he's an F-18 guy.
Yeah.
And,
fucking cool, man.
He just loves flying, man. He's flying Cessnas. And anyways, he's posted back to the fighter school this summer. And he's already put his lead pass in to come and run all the planes next year.
He's going back to Top Gun.
With maybe a surprise coming.
Nice.
And just to say, or going back on the parade, right, to say, people don't want to do the parade, but the parade is for each person that's there for the jump, right?
Absolutely.
Getting your wings.
To me, that's an essential piece. Yeah. And where it really hits home, you know where I'm going to go with this here. So the Piper comes out and they play Amazing Grace, and most people know what a moment of silence is. And these guys spun it a different way. And
that was Rob McNeil came up with this.
Is that Rob?
On Roto 1.
Outstanding, man.
Man, oh man, that made me cry on Roto 1.
Oh, I'm choking up right now.
Yeah.
So what happens is, instead of a moment of silence, we have a moment where everybody and you got to yell because you're competing with a lot of people. Out the name of a fallen brother or sister, right? So I'm changing it up every year. First year I did Mike Starker. He was killed in action in 2008. And this year I did Petty Officer 2nd Class Craig Blake, who's an EOD operator, was killed. Fuck me, it was like the first week he was there while we were ripping. So it was, and then all these guys are belting out these names, man, and it's emotionally charging, but it really, it really puts a dot on that I of what the fuck this is, and it gives you that release. And I remember Yance, right?
Yeah.
Your camp mate buddy. He's an RCR. I'd never met him. I met him night 1 when we were in Campbell River in the hotel, and fucking great guy. This is his first time at Pegasus. And when he come off the parade, he just started bawling and almost collapsed. I had to grab him and hold him up. And he said, now I know what this is about. That's what he said.
Yeah.
And like that to me was like, okay, right on, buddy. You get it now, after the whole experience of being with meeting brothers you haven't seen in a long time, guys you might have served with a long time ago. or just haven't seen in friggin' however long. And then the food was tier 1. It was fucking great. Great barbecue. Like everything you needed was there, you know?
Hey, how about again, like how important this is when we're calling out the names. Like I love that Ryan came up with that. Because
it's awesome, man. It's awesome.
This is why we're doing it. So we
Yep.
remember. It's our duty to remember the fallen. It's our duty to remember our friends.
Absolutely.
And yes, it's hard, right? But combat's hard, and we've all done it. And we're doing it for them, right?
Yep.
And we're doing it for ourselves. We need to decompress that bad stuff. And you know what helps is yelling out that name. Like,
I agree.
Unfortunately, I had to call out the name of my law enforcement partner committed suicide in May. And
sorry to hear that, man.
I had to call his name out on parade. That was a tough one. But
because you start choking, right?
I was calling out names of my guys from my company in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know if I can yell Perry's name out, but I have to. It's my duty.
Yep, suck it the fuck up and get past that lump in your throat that you can feel building up.
I'm glad I did.
Yeah. Well, I'm doing 1 name a year, so I got 9 names on my arm. I got through 2, so I have to do 7 more Pegasus minimum. So, no, it's. I think, lest we forget, isn't about. There's a time to have a moment of silence. But there's a time to fucking speak and say, because lest we forget means yelling out the name so people never forget. So I agree with that.
It's like on the Run for the Wall, they talk about say their name, tell their stories, remember them. And that's what's going on, right? With at Pegasus, you're saying their names, then you get together afterwards and you say, yeah, I said this guy's name because of this or because of that. And
here's why.
And we're telling the stories, and it's going on, and that's like one of the best things about all of this, right?
Yeah, I think the Americans do it better with that, and also policing. So when I was in Alberta, we do the police memorial is the last Sunday of every September all over Canada.
Yeah,
it's the Police Remembrance Day, and I had the fortunate job of being the parade commander on one of them one year with you had 900 police on parade.
Wow.
And what's really cool is on that parade, they call out the roll of every single dead law enforcement officer since 1905, sorry.
Oh, no way.
Holy shit,
nice, man.
So I believe there's 98 names on that list right now. I think it's gone up. It's probably over 100 now.
Wow.
But, they call out every single name.
Saying their names and not forgetting them.
That's
every year.
Yeah, fuck. I mean, we could do that, but we belting out 158 names just on one mission. No, that's cool. That's cool. But that's like it's the icing on the cake. It's hard to get through, but we all need it because it's okay. I'll give you an example. So when you jump out of an airplane, you get this adrenaline rush, and at the end of it, you have an adrenaline dump. It's like the reverse off this parade. That's why I like this parade, because you're just fucking so emotional hearing all these names. Like you yell out a name and then your buddy over there yells out a name. You're like, I knew that guy. Like, right? I knew that dude. I served with that guy, right?
Yep.
Because I could barely get through one. I would never do more than one per parade. And then at the end of it, there's just this euphoric fucking feeling of togetherness. Everybody's hugging each other coming off the parade square or the fucking drop zone. You know what I mean?
And it's off your chest.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like the complete opposite of the jump adrenaline dump at the end. It's like this euphoric, I got off my chest. I'm with my people who are like me, that understand me, that understand the shit I'm going through. And, they knew that guy. I knew that guy. And that's when you're part of a family. And to me, just to wrap it up, not that we're wrapping up yet, because I got a few more people to thank here. That's what the core of what Pegasus is to me. Just that community and being together and sharing hardships, and unloading shit that's been maybe on your fucking chest for a long time. And now I'm with people who can relate to me, right? So like that's how I view it. I think everybody might view it differently, but most of the dudes I talk to, that's kind of where they're at. So I just kind of know. I don't know, sound like a fucking broken record, but that's what it is. It's just amazing. And you get to jump out of planes, and that's cool as shit.
Yeah, couple things.
Rockstar.
I love the shirts. So I'm wearing 2023. Chris, you're 2024.
Yep.
And Mike, you're 2025. So that's kind of cool color schemes. We covered all these.
Yeah, I wanted to balance it out, and if we would have got Mater on, I would have said get fucking the first one, the maroon one, right?
So the cool thing, the salmon guy. I don't know if you have the story.
No.
So the salmon guy is Nick DiCarlo. He's X2 Commando and 1st Battalion.
Oh, really? Okay.
Huh.
And anyways, he's really good friends with Carmen, who is a master sniper I worked with in Wainwright.
Yeah.
So it was Carmen and Nick that brewed up all the salmon for us. So that was kind of cool having two.
Oh, that was outstanding salmon.
Yeah, it was good, man.
They harvested that the day prior.
Oh, no way.
And it's hard to get that much salmon, and there was enough because I was like one of the last guys through.
Oh, they were giving massive amounts. They still had plenty left.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So
it was fucking good, man. I
so
just
they already
couldn't
gave me
wait
the
for
green
that.
light. Next year we're gonna have the salmon again. So
Wicked.
that's awesome.
Okay.
Nice.
What else? And Larry, the guy that was doing the breakfast cooking and all that. Like Larry is awesome, dude. He volunteered his time. All that equipment was his.
Yep.
And
that guy busted
he was
his
awesome,
ass, man. Nobody starved.
him and his team. And for Pegasus, what we wanted to achieve was, minimal price to everybody. So it was nice. Spartan Wellness laid money on the canteen. So it was free most of the mission.
Oh, no, it was. I walk up, hey, can I get a Gatorade? And I bought my bag of change as directed. And they're like, no, it's already covered. It's covered. It's covered. What?
Yeah.
And like it was like $2 for a bacon and egger. And it was massive. It's like you'd pay $5 for something half the size of Tim Hortons. So the breakfast sandwiches were friggin' huge, man.
Yeah. And I want to say all our sponsors are amazing. Just so everybody understands the background. Like parachute is expensive. We understand people have to travel. So there's a lot of money going into it. So we just printing shirts alone, it costs us about $10,000 to $12,000. And we issue those to you. Plus we get the wings from Blackbird. He donates those.
Shout out to Blackbird.
Nice. Yeah,
Blackbird Industries is amazing. So that's why we have the donations, and then we can then see what we have at the end, and then we pay for the food for the meet and greet, 2 meet and greets, and then the big dinner. And then we will give you money towards your jump. So this year we figured $150 each, so everyone only had to pay $80 for the jump course.
Yeah.
However, one thing I have to say to the viewers is that was based off the numbers I had starting Rota 1, right?
Yeah.
Because I have a budget, I have other bills to pay.
Yeah.
So I could do 150, but at the end of it, we had like a lot of no-shows. So apparently $100 non-refundable deposit is no big deal. So we're going to raise that in order for accountability.
I would.
Yeah.
We have to plan for the shirts and the food and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we could have actually paid the other $80 as well, but I couldn't based on the numbers I had on day one.
And the value you get to echo what Tim's saying here is you get a meet and greet barbecue, which is really good food. You get a free beer from Plan B Brewing Company. I'm gonna list all these sponsors at the end. I'll find all their graphics and shit, and I'll put it in the video and edit it. Just send me a complete list in the messenger on what all the every sponsor, so I'll make sure everybody's covered. So, anyways, you get a meet and greet barbecue. That's where everybody's done registration. You settle in, see all your buddies. You get some beer. You get some food. Really good food, by the way, very good. You get your jump course, your first jump. You get a free T-shirt, and then you get another barbecue after your wings parade. And this year it was a pig roast and salmon. Yeah, I mean, you tell me anywhere else on earth you're going to get that for what was $180 all in, something like that. Yeah, fucking, you're not going to get that anywhere else.
Yeah.
So, so again, shout out to those sponsors who've kicked in money to help keep the costs minimized for people to come out and experience this. Like,
So I have to
massive
say,
shout out.
so Canada Connect, big shout out to Canada Connect. They were our very first tier one sponsor, which is $5,000.
Yeah.
Mike Bell from Canada Connect, ex First Battalion Sergeant, great guy. He's like, yeah, how's $5,000? I'm like, holy shit, okay.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
he was our first in every year. And then we had the Rolling Barrage the last 2 years. They've been incredible.
Nice.
And then Avail twice. So Avail came in this year for the second time. Amazing. Emma and Crystal, incredible people. Their stand was awesome. They had the water station where, sprayed the cool water on you. They had hydration at their station, a place to sit and talk, a charging station, just incredible.
And they were there the entire
time.
Yeah.
Right. And that's what,
right.
And that's what was, they were there, from beginning to end.
And
that was pretty awesome.
And this is
to see.
it was like until like Roto 2 kicked off, it was like 35 degrees for the first 3-4 days.
Oh my God.
Like fucking hot,
they had
man.
the electrolytes.
Yeah.
It was Afghanistan hot out there, man.
It was.
And then
we were camped in the Dust Bowl, and all my shit looks like it just came out of friggin' Canada.
But that's another like cool feel at the mission. But I want to say some other sponsors that we had were just insane. Canadian Sniper Association sponsored us.
Yep, nice.
There was 12 of us snipers out there at this mission, which was insane. We had All Round Consulting from Edmonton, which is Justin Yosab, who is ex-Loyal Edmonton Regiment and Canadian Special Operations Regiment. He's got the Medal of Military Valor. Great guy. Ace Brewing, who did our Plan B for us.
Yep.
Just incredible. I came up with the artwork, and they have an art guy. So I designed this.
Oh, you did? I love it.
And then I gave it to their artist, and it cost about $650 to get it done, and they paid for it. So that's how cool that was.
Cool.
And now Ace is selling this beer in the stores all around the island, and to give us a share of their profits.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, the amount of sponsors are just being incredible, very generous. And another great guy, David O'Byrne, ex-Airborne Regiment fellow. He's a finance guy. He gave $5,000 of his own pocket.
Wow, that's a generous man.
And he jumped on Pegasus 1.
Yep.
And just by random contact, my son and I are coming back from a punk rock concert, Black Flag in Vancouver.
Nice. They're still going?
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Well, Greg
Henry
Ginn,
Rollins, man.
No, Greg Ginn, without Henry Rollins, Greg Ginn.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then the singer is Mike Valley, the professional skateboarder.
Yep. Huh.
Anyways, we're walking back to the ferry the next day, and I run into this guy. He's like, hey, how's it going? Like, how's your funding going? Like, so he got me a call with all his finance guys, but it didn't go anywhere. So he felt bad, and he gave us $5,000 out of his own wallet. Like, holy shit.
Nice. Yeah.
That's fucking amazing, man.
Hey, and sorry.
So all the funds go to the shirts, they go to the wings, they go to the food, and then all the other silly things like porta potties, right?
Yeah. And you had to have enough of them.
Yeah, the logistics behind this. You need porta potties, water stations, fucking mod tents. I don't know if that mod stays out there all year or not.
No, the mod tent. So that's another cool sponsor is 39 Service Battalion from Victoria.
They kicked in the mod. Okay.
So I got a contact there, and they're like, sure, the CO, she was awesome. So she came out last year to do a tandem and one of her master corporals. And they're like, yeah, we'll sponsor this, moving forward. And so she's got a change of command coming up. So her 2IC that's taken over will continue helping us. So this year we had a lieutenant and a master corporal do the jump course.
Cool.
So they're supporting us, which is a funny story because the first year we got mod, we did the corporal net here in Comox.
Yeah.
At the wing, right? So then the second year I'm like, I should make this official. So I did a public affairs full letter to the CO. This is what we're doing. Here's the documentaries. Want you to come out, do a tandem. You can present the wings.
Yeah.
We're like, we don't support. We don't want anything to do with us. And then the reserves come in and save our ass.
Yeah.
Because they're like, fuck it, we'll do it.
Ooh,
We'll talk
Nice.
offline about mod. It's like,
Hey.
get you some mod
Hey, and
that you can keep.
to go back to the parade, so this time you had 3 people with dogs, wasn't it? There was 3 of us.
Yeah.
Or was there more?
So my
Us
son,
was more.
my son Nick had one.
Yeah.
Cameron had one. You had one. Did you see any more?
I thought there was more.
That's the 3 I'm thinking, and just to say, right? So, like, you're getting us out, right? People with the dogs are able to go there,
Yeah.
do the training,
It's for
take
everybody,
off,
man.
do everything, right? It's right. You're empowering a lot of people.
Yeah. What we got to do next time is build a dog harness and do a tandem with the dog and the owner.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
I follow all these
As long as
shit on Instagram, seeing
like
tandem jumps.
you the dog are in the weight limit, then it's easy.
Nice.
My weight, I could jump with 2 dogs and be under the limit.
Jesus
That-
Christ, man.
That's not a bad idea. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
You can do a tandem with the guy and his dog. Fuck, man. That's because what's the limit? 250.
So, and that's another thing I want to talk about just quickly is people have to have a realistic self-assessment of themselves, right? We have these weight restrictions.
Yeah.
So it's what is it, 220 for jump course or 230? I can't remember. 230, I think it is.
Split the difference. 230, 225 something.
So there's a difference between being 230 and in shape and being 230 fat and out of shape.
Correct.
So don't show up at 230 pounds out of shape expecting you're going to jump out of a plane, because we're going to say no.
Yeah.
Because that's how you're going to get injured. So you have to have a self-assessment of going, am I fit enough for this? Right?
Well, isn't one of the self-tests for the tandem is being able to hold your legs up for 5 seconds or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you're wanting to do the jump course and you're 230, maybe do the tandem instead, right? So everyone has to have a good self-assessment of self. Also, if you're, say, an experienced jumper who hasn't, or an experienced jumper who's not experienced, so say maybe you just have your aim or your solo license and you haven't jumped in 10 years,
yeah,
you need to do the whole program again. There's no like, okay, we're going to give you a refresher and let's go.
Yeah, it's not like you just jumped 3 months ago, so you can jump again now today.
So the Canadian Sport Parachuting Association has standards, right? We have to keep those standards.
Yeah.
And I brought this up at our after action review with the Skydive Center, and because there's a couple guys that shouldn't have jumped because they kind of bullshitted, and they had their logbooks. Yeah, so we kept it. We would believe you. We have your jump book, but are you really ready? No.
Yeah.
So, you got to have realistic expectations as well. Like, I mean, it's a dangerous sport, right? So when I told the staff, I went, you know what? Just so you know, like, if any of these guys are military parachutists, in the military, if you haven't jumped in 90 days, you have to do a full refresher.
Yeah, you're not current.
Why would you expect?
So why would it be any different on Civvy Street?
So don't let them bullshit you, right?
Yeah.
And if you want to jump, great. Like, you have to repeat. So if you don't, if you haven't finished your A license in a year, you have to do the jump course again.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Well, and fuck, right? You should. You should. It's been if it's been a year, you can't remember everything. You think you can?
It is
4 or 5
issue.
beers. You're like, oh fuck, I'm good to go. And then no, you're not.
Think about it this way: you've done 5.5 hours of training, and then after that, an hour later, you're jumping. How many people have been fresh after 5.5 hours of training, and then when they jump, they go in the black?
Lots. Yeah.
Right. So think about if they did that and they haven't jumped in 6 months. how
Yeah.
worse that would be.
Yeah.
I was glad I did it again because there was a bunch of shit that I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Forgot about that. Like, you need that. But
So
if I was jumping every month, sure, but I'm not. I'm jumping once a year at this event because got to keep fucking fighting that fear, man.
And that's awesome. And I like that because that's the way it should be. It's like, Gerald Boers from 2 Commando, he comes out every year and does the jump course every year. He loves that experience.
I'm going to do that every year because that's how I want to do it. That's why I go out there.
I'd rather start with a refresher.
Absolutely, man. Like it's 5 hours and it's easy. It's not like a fucking basic para.
It's well taught.
It's well instructed.
Well run,
you get to meet people that maybe you didn't see last year. Yeah. So I'll be doing that forever, man. I'm good. I'm happy with that. I'm good.
There was a cool couple of JTF guys, JTF 2 guys came out. One was probably in his 40s. He works in the movie industry now, and he hasn't jumped in 10 years, but he's got, his book is full. So we gave him full refresher, all that stuff. Tyler and I, we took him up, and it was like he's never been away. Perfect jump.
Really? Nice. Some shit you don't forget. Boom.
And a young fella from JTF who just finished his Edmonton Police recruit course. He's now a patrolman. Same thing. He perfect, right? He's only been out for like a year.
Yeah. Huh.
So it's good to see. Like we have everything from JTF down to your health nurse.
Health nurse doing a first time jump ever.
So it's a really, and that's what makes it so special because you get to interact with all these people.
Absolutely. Yeah. And everybody is cool. And that's just the best part of it. Everybody is cool. Everybody's smiling, fucking happy to be there, having a good time, even though it's hot as shit or whatever, eating well. We're going to wrap this up. We've been going an hour. I could go for 2 hours, but we got pizza coming. I got to feed this man here.
Feed my
So let's go last rounds. Anything you want to say about Pegasus or in general? And Tim, you're our guest. We'll start with you.
I just want to say for people who haven't been, look for our website and join us. You won't regret it. It'll be amazing.
Oh yeah, give us all the socials.
And so we're operate up Pegasus Foundation on Instagram. To follow us there. I'll send you a bunch of all the links so you can post.
Yeah, I'll post it all. Yep.
And then for all, like we've had so many people do all 4 of them. That's insane.
Yeah. People that keep coming back.
Yeah, and then we're going into our 5th anniversary, so we're gonna have a special little symbol done on the other sleeve. So we're gonna have the 5 eyes, and then we'll have the 5-year anniversary on this side.
Cool.
And just so you know, I'll be leaving the directorship board, but I'll still be doing behind the scenes stuff and assisting. But Saya, who's a corporal with the RCMP on the mainland, she's taken my position.
Oh,
she's
nice.
Also a combat veteran from Afghanistan.
Yep.
She is just incredible, and she's already designed the coin for next year. That's how keen she is.
Nice.
We're going to be having a coin issued for the 5th anniversary.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Man. Really cool.
So when do we start registration?
Well, we're going to post the date next week. And I'd like to say that we would start registration in January, but I think if we post the dates next week, we'll even open up registration.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to fill up quick. It's going to fill up quick. I tell you right now, man, which is great, which is really good. It's too bad. It's a resourcing problem that you just can't run infinite rotos. You're talking aircraft, all the staff, all the PIs, parachute instructors, they're all volunteer. They all have their own lives. So they take their own time out. They take a week or more off to get ready, to prep and set up, then run 2 rotos, which was 3 days a piece. And then there's fucking index, post-ex drills. It's a lot. So it's asking a lot of those volunteers.
And you
plus our aircraft.
And your aircraft.
You brought
all
other
those pilots.
drop zones.
3 Cessnas this year.
The aircraft are, they're commercial rated aircraft, even though they're Cessnas. So it's the same schedule as WestJet.
Yeah.
And we have 50-hour checks and 100-hour checks. So we can't really go past those 7 days, because we basically get to our
Oh, gotcha. You'd have to
The
rotate it.
hours.
You have to rotate aircraft out from somewhere else.
So
Okay.
because we're running them all, we'd have to put them all in for servicing. So we wouldn't be able to go more than the 7 days anyways.
Okay. Tracking. Yeah.
So-
a lot of logistics.
Things you don't think about, right?
So let's just, before we wrap, I just want to give you stats. So this year, we did just under 650 jumps.
No way.
We ran
Nice.
three aircraft. So that's 650 jumps in 6.5 days.
Yep.
We had 2 C-182s, 1 C-206, resulting in 156 loads. 92 first jump courses completed, 50 tandems, 141 jumps from 10,000 feet, 17
Nice.
jumpers from 5,000 feet, 18 jumpers from 12,500, 5 Coach 1 jumps, 13 Coach 2 jumps, 121 student jumps, and 2 progressive freefall jumps. That's insane numbers.
That's
Yeah.
that's a lot of fucking people going up. And you know what? Just so everybody knows, we had a lot of like weather delays. That
Yeah, so even with the
those
weather
numbers
delays,
could have been higher.
big time. And
Yeah.
so that's why we designed the mission with that extra day, that third day.
Yeah.
Right. 'Cause day 1 is really just registration. It's a throwaway day.
Yeah.
Day 2 is your training and jump day. Day 3 is the extra jump day. Day 4 is jump in the morning and then parade in the afternoon. So this was the first time in 4 years we actually had to use that weather day.
Yeah. Well, you know what? At least you got to prove that it works, because everybody got through, and that's at the end of the day, that's what matters. Everybody got at least fucking one jump, right?
Dude, we even had 2 guys leave with their solo license. That's how much they pounded through
Nice.
their jumps.
One of the guys, I think I started following him on Instagram or whatever. He was doing rolls out of the plane at 10,000 feet or something.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
No,
Nuts.
it's cool.
Very.
All right, Mike, you got any last words before we I put you guys back in the green room? And
Tim, you were saying, I thought you were going to say something about how many jumps does it take for the fear to go away?
Never does. It shouldn't.
You have to have a healthy respect for height.
I hope not.
Yeah, because you should. You
it's
should
5,
always,
6, start to relax a bit more. No,
well,
take away the fear a bit.
You relax a bit.
Yeah.
But you should always have that nervous feeling in your stomach, because if you don't, maybe you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. Just so everybody's clear, when I talk about facing the fear, it's positive fear. It's fear that's good for me. It energizes me. Like,
Good fear.
To overcome it.
It's the good fear, not the shit fear. It's the kind you want to have to emotionally charge you
To
up
feel
again.
alive.
Yeah, to feel alive. There you go.
So like the F1 racers and the GP bike motorcycle racers, right?
Yep.
They are in fear the whole time, but it's controlled.
That's the best way to put it. It is controlled fear. Because it's like, I will face that demon and I will win. So that's me. All right. Sit tight, gents. Thank you very much. Tim. Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, Mike.
You and your crew rock, Tim.
Yeah, I cannot. I'll get into that. I cannot say
They're
enough
amazing. They're amazing.
about the staff, the volunteers, like from the instructors down to the people hauling out garbage, which is what I did to earn my shirt. When I saw targets of opportunity, shit that wasn't me, and I'm like, I'll do that. I got to do something. But there were so many amazing volunteers out there for 6, 7, 8 plus days in that heat, busting their ass so that people like us could come together and experience that. So massive shout out to all the staff. You have my utmost respect, and I can't wait till next year. Yeah,
man, I tell you, the volunteers were incredible, and we get more and more wanting to help out every year. So
they make it happen. Without them, that just doesn't happen. Right? Doesn't matter. You have the greatest instructors in the world, but with all those volunteers helping out with all that background shit, the cooks, people doing everything they were doing, the guys packing chutes, riggers and everything, fucking amazing, man. Absolutely amazing.
Oh, and I gotta try to bring my daughter out here next year.
Oh, I'm telling everybody, get in earlier. You won't get in because this is spreading like wildfire. Again, Operation Pegasus Foundation on Instagram and probably on Facebook. And operationpegasus.ca is the website. That's where you'll be registering.
Yeah.
And you can read all about the mission statements that Tim mentioned earlier and read all about all the staff and their backgrounds.
And there's documentaries on the.
Yes, the doc. I brought all my shit out this year and didn't pull it out once. There's just too much going on. So,
Yeah,
all right. I'm bringing it next year. I'm going to keep bringing my gear, mics, lights, cameras, and then see if we do another doc. We should do a 5-year doc. I should bring my shit out.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
I got all the gear, man. I got $10,000 for the camera gear. Let's bring it out and talk about Pegasus 1 to Pegasus 5. So
you know what? If my documentary guy is around, how about I team you two up for next year too?
Absolutely, man. That guy's got better gear than me, but I'm down.
But this way you guys got double the gear. You can get more shots, and you can work together.
And we can collaborate, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely, because it's tough doing it by yourself. All right, I want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. Gunny, you rock, bro. Just sit tight, and we'll get back to you in a second here, and I'm going to just close the show out. So thank you for doing this. I really appreciate it. Mike, thanks for your great co-host. It's good to finally have a co-host. It's the first time I've used the 2-camera setup, so
nice.
Fuck it all work. So I'm just going to put you out for a second, then I'm going to wrap this shit up. All right. Thanks for tuning in, listening, watching, wherever you get your podcasts. I appreciate you guys, and I hope you really take in what we were talking about. It's very, very important. If you know of anybody that's either current serving military or a veteran or a first responder, police, EMS, fire, search and rescue volunteers, I got some SAR volunteer buddies of mine that really are struggling and could use something like this based on everything you've heard us say. You can get at me at the Army Chris on Instagram or operationpegasus.ca, or Tim's handle is Army Sergeant Major on Instagram or Op Pegasus Foundation on Instagram. Get at us and sign up. Registration will be coming in sometime between the fall and January. And with that, we are out of here.